Today we're going to make a beef lasagna with plenty of veg put in. So here are our ingredients. So let's run through them. So we need some tomato paste, tomato passata, chunky chopped tomatoes, mixed herbs, 3 garlic cloves, some oil. Now you can buy these from the shop, the lasagna sheets, so they're not, you don't have to pre-cook these, you just lay these straight on. And then I've got some mince. Now this is a 750 gram mince packet. We've got 3 packs of mozzarella, an onion. I had some spinach left, so I'm going to use those. They've been rinsed already. Pepper and courgettes that have been washed ready. So this will fill this side dish and an extra one here. So let's begin by prepping all our vegetables. Cut the top off and the bottom of the courgette. Slicing the pepper. We want these into smaller chunks. Roughly about this size here, you can see the smaller chunks. And just cut a few slices and then turn them round to cut them like this, if it's easier. So we do that with the whole pepper. Garlic. Begin. Gas on, pan on. We put about a tablespoon of oil in. There we go. Tablespoon and a half. Let that heat up. Then we squeeze in our garlic. Put the other clove in. Give that a squeeze. And then we add in our about 2 teaspoons of mixed herb. Then we add our onions. I'm just going to turn the gas up. And we just let that sizzle away until the onions have gone soft. And now I'm going to add the peppers. The onions have been cooking for about 3 minutes, sizzling away. I'm going to add the red peppers. Going to let those cook for a couple of minutes, stirring occasionally. Now I'm going to put the tomato puree in, about a tablespoon in there. Now just turn the gas up slightly and I'm going to start putting the mince in. I'll push the other ingredients to the side, and then I just use my hands and I pick up the mince in my hand and just put that in. Quite a lot of mince here, so break it up as you're putting it in. There we go. And then I don't carry on mixing it, so I just let it cook and then I sort of fold it over. As I said before, I don't continually stir, I just let it cook for a little bit and then I'll just give it from underneath a quick sort of fold over and then stir. And I'll put it all back down and let it cook a bit longer before I give it another stir. As you can see now, all the meat has gone brown, so it's all cooked through. Now you want to add your tin of tomatoes. Now you don't have to use tomato passata. What you can do is fill your tin again half with water and put that in. Use passata today, so pour that in. There we go, and give that a mix in. Now for those of you who like vinegar, you can put a bit of vinegar in at this stage or you can leave it out, it's entirely up to you. I've put about a teaspoon of vinegar in, I've just given it a stir and we leave that to simmer for about 3 to 5 minutes and then we turn it off and just put it aside and let it cool. I've forgotten to mention in my ingredients list, I've got 3 tubs of creme fraiche here, vinegar if you wish to when you're making the mince, mushrooms if you would like to. So I'm going to put mushrooms in one of the lasagnas and leave the other one without. Right, I've drained my mozzarella and I've cut them into slight chunks. You can see that? So that's ready. Now you can make lasagna with a cheesy sauce. This is just my cheats way of doing it. I will do a video on how to make a cheesy sauce for lasagna and for other pasta dishes in another video. Build our lasagna. Now if you don't have time to let your sauce cool, that's fine. If you're going to put it in the oven straight away, brilliant. So first thing we do is we get a spoon of the sauce that we've made and I sort of spread it along the bottom of the dish just to cover the bottom, just slightly, so the pasta doesn't end up sticking to the bottom of the dish. And then I get the pasta sheet and I put it on in there. Now these bits at the bottom, you can always break the pasta dish. Break the pasta, sorry, and put those on there. Spoon of mince. Spread it around. Now, if you're not having any vegetables, you probably want to do a thicker layer of the mince. But this one, I'm going to put the creme fraiche in, just little small blobs of creme fraiche in there. So I'll spread it out a little. You probably want to take a bit more time, but I'm rushing here slightly. So the mozzarella, I'll just break up and spread that in. I like the stringiness of the mozzarella. There we go. Then I'm going to put my sliced courgettes in at this point. You could use aubergine, other cooked vegetables. If you're making a veggie, just leave the mince. You can still make the tomato sauce and just layer it up with vegetables. So I'll quickly put these in. There we go. Now, where I've broken the pasta here, I will put a long bit of pasta sheet there instead. And then I'll maybe try breaking it this way for that end bit. There we go. And then put another layer of mince in. Spread that round. There we go. Push it into the edges to make sure the pasta's covered. And then I will put some more, let's get some more sheets, put some more blobs of creme fraiche in. Just a small dollop on each section. And then the sheets, you can overlap them slightly, that's fine. And this last bit, I will cover in creme fraiche. Now, if you're making a cheesy sauce, obviously it's easier to cover. And then you can always add some cheddar cheese on top. So with the creme fraiche, we want to make sure that we've covered the entire pasta sheets. So just put a good layer on and make sure you cover the pasta sheet. Covered the pasta sheet with the creme fraiche, and then I go in with a bit of mozzarella. Now you can use cheddar cheese, I just like the stringiness of the mozzarella. then just spread that on. And you can put a bit of pepper on the top of this if you'd like to, or you can leave it, it's entirely up to you. Now that's all covered, we can put that aside until we're ready to put it in the oven. It goes on at 180 for about 40 minutes, but I'd say give it 30 and check. And then you just put a knife through, if the pasta's still hard then it needs longer, but it should be done by about 40 minutes. Here are my 2 lasagnas ready. So one's got more veg in. You can see there's spinach and courgettes and mushrooms in this one. And the other one just had some courgettes in. So good luck. Give it a try if you want to add more veg or take away some things that you don't want in your lasagna. That's entirely up to you and it's okay. This is a basic recipe. You can make a cheesy sauce instead of using the creme fraiche. I will do another video to show you how to make cheesy sauce. You can top it with cheddar cheese instead of mozzarella. Just experiment a little and see what you enjoy. Bye. I just had some leftover courgettes from the lasagna, so I'm just frying these up gently and then I'll pop them in a salad to go with my lasagna. Here's the lasagnas out of the oven. Now to check if they're done, all you have to do is put a knife through. And if it goes in really smoothly, then the pasta's cooked and it's ready. There we go, so they're ready.